What's up, YouTube? Today we got something good for you. But not only that, AI and crazy things have been happening in our country, right? Elon Musk went on an interview and basically said that money isn't even going to matter in the next 10 years.
Ooh, that's juicy.
I'm not sure if that's the case or not, but I am interested to see what he was to say. This came in from one of our comments. Hey, let's get straight into it.
2036.
I'm not sure that the people who bought your shares think that money won't matter in 2036.
Well, what do you want money for? You want money for goods and services? Well,
no, to survive. What do you mean? So many people are out here struggling, Elon. I know you have it in the bag, but more than a lot of people. You got to understand that. Don't lose sight of reality here.
Abundance. That there's more, that the robots and AI are providing more goods and services than any human could possibly consume. What do you need money for in that case?
Let's agree that that could be where we end up. I'm concerned about the road, and we live in democracies, and people are very worried about this.
Yes.
So I guess two questions. Firstly, do you have to have massive redistribution from people like you to the people who are losing their jobs? Do you need to pay more tax? Do you have much higher taxes on capital so that you fund some kind of universal income? Otherwise, what do people live off?
I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of universal income.
Oh my God!
I think that we all should have a chance to make at least something that is livable, but I do not think that we all should make the same thing because we all put in that same type of work. And I don't believe that's what America was truly built on. So even someone trying to be like, oh, universal healthcare, universal this, universal healthcare, I'm more for. Now let's keep it. Let's be honest. Universal healthcare, I'm more for. But then you should also have the higher, hospitals and whatnot for the people that want it. America should be the place for choices and opportunity. And so both should be able to be there. But we should definitely be able to pay our people a living wage, a livable wage, and have them all have everyone in our country as a citizen have access to healthcare. I feel like that's one of the basics, and you can obviously get better than that, but that should be basic.
I think that the Treasury should just simply issue people checks.
But where's the revenue coming from? I mean, I'm enough of an economist. If you just issue checks, you're going to have inflation.
These things were relevant in the past. They will not be relevant in the future. So, like, inflation is simply the ratio of money to goods and services. So
which at right now is at a crazy level. I think it's risen in the last just in the last 3 years in general. It's probably risen 15%.
Bruh.
Like, he's not worried about it except for his bottom line. Obviously, as a regular American, we're all worried about it. We're worried about how much money is going into our gas. Worried about how much extra money is going to our groceries. Worried about how much extra money is going into taxes. Like, property taxes are crazy right now. If I showed what mine was this last year compared to these last couple of years, it's just crazy and astronomical how inflation has gone up. So I think Elon is trying to say something that is at definitely a higher level than most people, but he also has to be honest and have a real take on where society is now as well. Like, a lot of these people may not be able to survive 10 years to where it doesn't matter because of how bad it is now, and that's a problem.
Services output increases dramatically. If it increases, 1,000%, you can increase you can literally print, or these days change the database. It's not never print money. You create money in the database. Provided the creation of that money is less than the rate at which goods and services increase, you actually have deflation. So I'll make a
But the thing is, how much is it going to deflate the dollar? Like the US dollar isn't as strong as it used to be. And if we're just going to keep printing money, it's not going to make the dollar any stronger. It's honestly going to bring that deflation, like you said, down, but for the amount of value that our dollar has. So I'm not sure if he really is kind of thinking that, because he's like, you know, whatever, that may be a bystander, but I think he's basically trying to say, like, with the way that AI is going to grow and like bulk up, strengthen up, it's going to be able to do so many certain things for people that they used to have to pay money for, now that they don't, because they have this AI. I think a lot of it will be more geared towards, you know, corporations and stores and all these other places that you may be patroning, but less towards the common consumer, right? Like, for instance, yeah, you know, in restaurants, there might be more of those robos that are bringing you out the stuff. So technically, I don't have to tip you because now a robot is bringing out my check and my food, right? Or I don't have to pay as much as they might be trying to say, pay as much on, say, going to Walmart for a loaf of bread, because now they have these AI carts that automatically are doing the scanning for you, and there's no need for cashiers. There's less stealing. You know, the video we did the other day, you know, $1 billion company is losing $1 billion a year off of theft because of, you know, self-checkout and all those different things. So it could help that, but I think, and this is my true opinion, corporate greed won't care.
Bruh.
They'll start making more money, but they won't start paying you more. They may bring the prices down a smidge to make it feel like they're really helping us as a consumer, but they're not.
which is that deflation will be the issue, not inflation.
Okay.
Because as the output of goods and services increases,
She's like, yeah, okay, dude.
if the output of goods and services increases faster than the money supply, you will have deflation.
I'm perfectly willing to believe that. You may
It's
well
just
be
a
right.
statement of fact.
Absolutely,
I mean,
you may well be right. But I'm really hung up on how we get from the current polarized, angry, fearful polity we have now to
Yes.
this nirvana. And I think you can paint a picture where people are so scared by this, you know, they essentially try to stop it. Maybe they
Sure.
can't, but you get nationalized. There's a kind of, you know,
You can't stop it unless you're actually, one, going to the polls and doing something about it, and two, electing the right people, which is part of the polls, but electing the right people with the right values. You see right now, people are getting in the position of power. They're racist. They have all these different crazy things going on, and they don't really identify what America is today for the majority of the country. You know, there's pockets where they definitely identify with, but I don't think that they really have the full best interest for the country. And so if we're not doing our due diligence of going to the polls, researching who's going out there, and empowering the right people to run the country correctly, then we'll just keep dealing with this, and hey, it just is what it is.
far left government, there's exorbitant tax increases, the kind of economy crumbles because people are so worried about a future, which does sound quite scary as you
Yeah.
describe it. So how do you
Yes.
handle the politics now?
it's exhilarating and terrifying. If you ask me on any given day, I in fact, even intraday, I've gone from
Intraday.
exhilaration to terror regarding AI.
So basically, you're telling us right now, every day you get happy and then you get scared. That's not good. Like, I understand a little bit of nervousness now, but now you getting scared because you know that you guys are doing things that you can't control. And AI is going to get to the point where it gets so strong and so smart that it doesn't need humans and may attack us. Truthfully, they may crash out and do even worse than that. Try to take over the world. So, and I know that's like conspiracy theory. People talk about conspiracy, whatever. But I do believe that he said some things here that we need to really truly listen to and debunk. And to have the right third seeing eye for yourself to know that with the advance of the AI, how it is, yeah, it will help you some. But think about how much it's going to help them, the billionaires, even more. But y'all know what I do on here. I'm not the judge here, guys. You all are. Drop down in the comments what you're thinking on this one. Is Elon right? Is Elon wrong? And do you think with corporate greed how it is today, are they going to actually bring the prices down and pay more to us? Or they're going to just keep inflating, take more from us, and pay their people about the same, maybe just a little bit more to really pay their shareholders? I don't know. But if you like this video, there's more videos right here on the screen. That's great, and I hope to see you in the next one.